This is my first video and I'm reviewing a Lego clone product of the Bugatti Chiron. This is for educational purposes, just to give you my feedback, what's it like to build a Lego clone product. You will see a whole series of video clips and stills showing my build sequence and what I've experienced along the way. Hopefully by the end of the video you can make your own judgment whether you want to give it a go. I'm not a Lego fanatic, I'm not a Lego collector. I just happened to stumble upon this product and I thought, yeah, let's give it a try. I don't know all the Lego definitions and pieces, so forgive me if I've misstated some terminology along the way, but I hope this video would give you some useful information of this build. Just some background information. The reason I am reviewing this product is I was looking for a Lego Technic on the Peugeot, I think it's Le Mans Peugeot, for my son who wanted it for his birthday. I searched on the internet to see the best price, and then also this Chiron came on the search and I thought, that looks nice. And when I checked out on the Lego website, it's a discontinued product, but you can still buy it, and it costs around $350 to $450 on some websites. And I thought, whoa, that's a bit steep. But I've also noticed you can actually buy it as well for very substantially less, which I thought was strange. But when I looked into it, it was a Lego clone, Lego fake. So I've done some research. Some of the reviews are mixed. Some of it is good, some of it's poor. They were saying there's missing pieces if you buy from AliExpress. Some people were saying, it's a gamble. You don't know what you're going to get. And I was nervous about what I was going to get through AliExpress. I have never really ordered from AliExpress and I'm a bit nervous giving them my details. But I've managed to find a website that sells Lego clones, and from what they say and the reviews of their website gave me confidence that it was genuine. And their mission statement says they will guarantee there was no missing pieces, even though they do a missing piece replacement service if needed. And they said it was well packaged, delivered on time and really high quality. So I gave it a try and I made a purchase. It doesn't actually tell me what the product make is, it just gives me a number of the model. And doing a bit of research, it says it's Lion King product. I'm not sure how true that is, but anyway, I bought it. It took 10 days to get to here and I started the build process. So enjoy the video and watch it to the end for my conclusion. So here's what you get. You get a manual. In AliExpress you have an option to get a PDF version or a paper version, but at the place that I've ordered, it comes with a paper manual. It doesn't have the fancy cover, but the instructions are clear. I've compared it with the original and it's literally the same. Here's the stickers. Very nice. doesn't have as many pages as the original because they didn't shrink it, but they've cut bits that wasn't necessary. But overall, I'm following the instructions and it's clear at the moment. Very good. I'm just doing a quick comparison of the pieces that you get. So the quality of these are just superb. What you get, literally, you just wouldn't know that these are not the genuine article. The quality of the pieces are amazing. Absolutely amazing. So this is a quick comparison. You've got the original against the other products. Just wondering whether you can guess which is the genuine Lego pieces and which are not. Literally, you can't tell. Well, not to me anyway. Which row do you think is the original? I can tell you the original are on the bottom row. It's amazing. Just cannot tell. Just get in focus. Just cannot tell. Right, this is the rear part of the build. So just want to show you the suspension setup on there. Now, what I've read or what I've seen in the reviews is that people are saying, even in the original Lego set, the suspension arm doesn't work properly. It seems to be too heavy for it to work, and there's a fix. So I'm going to apply the fix while I'm building, and if you look at the two blue pins connecting the wheel hub, those are friction pins, and the suggestion from the videos I've seen is to replace these blue pins with grey frictionless non-friction pins. Now, I don't have any grey pins, so I modified these blue pins to make them frictionless. It's quite easy. All you need to do is, with a bit of skill with the standing knife or a scalpel, just scrape off the little bumps you see around the pins, because that's what causes it to make contact and cause the friction. Just scrape them off. I will do a little close-up in a minute to show you which bits to shave off. Just the two outer bits. Just shave the pins, the things that's here in these areas, but not the middle area, because you still want the middle part of this blue pin to be to make contact with the wheel hub, and then that should hopefully fix the issue. In some of the reviews I've seen is to rotate these 180 degrees, which I did initially, but then I changed my mind, because when you start putting the final front cover piece, you can see the metal springs at the top, so I didn't like that, so I've put it back again in its normal position. Now I also want to show you the quality of this. If I rotate the gears, can you hear that? No, it's okay, it moves. Yeah, you see the wheel hub moving when I turn, but it's not as smooth, but it works. And I want to show you in comparison with this. This is a genuine Lego set, Peugeot Le Mans, that I bought for my son. And if I show you the mechanism and just see how smooth that is. It's amazing. Yeah, so there is a slight difference between the clone Lego set and the genuine set, so just be mindful of that. Yeah, the tolerance is not as good as the original Lego set. Okay. Okay, I've just started the build not long, so I'm just going to show you the quality of this Lego clone. The mechanism, see there, that's smooth, that's fine. This one here, I had to make some adjustments slightly just to get it running smoothly. It's okay now, but you just need to do a bit of, what do you call it, trimming, if you can call that, just to make the gears run smoothly, because this was sticking quite a lot and I had to do some surgery on it to make it run smoothly. Okay, this is the gearbox now, so hopefully this is step 115, so 117, and this is the finished gearbox. It's quite a complex piece of structure with all the gears and all the cogs. Just be mindful to follow the instructions carefully, and just making sure when you put the final pieces in is look at the diagram that it tells you to do here, making sure that the orange positions are in the correct place before you put the final pieces in, which is that piece there in the middle. That's on the angle. That slots into the brown clip cross beam. Yeah, just making sure that they are engaged in the neutral position. And now when I twist, you see it engages the cog below. I rotate it anti-clockwise, it engages on the top cog or the top gear. That's neutral, bottom gear, top gear. Similar to this one here, neutral. When I rotate it, just in here, yep, engaged. bottom, and then top. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is the engine, partly. I'm just going to show you how this works. I'm going to twist the mechanism. You can see all the pistons firing. Okay, just going to show you the underside. It's working great. Not bad so far. I have now finished the engine, and I'm just going to show you the mechanism. Yeah. Okay, it works wonderfully smooth. Okay, now I did struggle a bit to make it running smoothly. What I had to do is, when I was making the components, can you see the camshaft rotating? When it goes round, it slightly touches the engine compartments where the pistons goes in. As the camshaft rotates, it rubs into the engine shell, engine box. So I had to use a fine grain sandpaper, wrap it around a pencil, a round pencil, and you see those engine compartments. Just run your pencil across the grooves just to increase the diameter, so that it misses the camshaft when it rotates. So I did that for all four. Be careful how you do it. Don't go around and shaving too much off. Just do it gently and then try it again, gently, and try it again. So I've done it several times, and then put it back and then tested it out. And now it doesn't touch it at all. It just misses it as it goes around the camshaft. Just misses it and it runs smoothly. Look how smooth that is. It's just brilliant. It's fantastic. So with a bit of patience, you can make this perfect. Looks great. Looks fantastic. There you go. Right, I have now put the main engine into the base of the unit at the rear, and my next step is 197, putting these brake calipers now into the rear wheel hub, into here, similar to the blue pins that I modified to non-friction pins. I need to do the same now for these black pins. So with your scalpel or Stanley knife, just scrape away the blue, the pips that you see. Just get into focus, yeah. just carefully scrape away the bumps you see, so to make it into a non-friction pin. Okay. Right, I am on 266 and making these wheels for the front. Something I've noticed is these ball joints. See that? Ball joints. When I slot it into the wheel hub, it's very stiff. It's like a friction pin almost, and it wouldn't move. So I had to take the sandpaper and just rub it down slightly, rub the ball joint down slightly, and then after, when you rubbed it, don't rub it too much, just have a little rub and slightly, and then put it on and try it a few times until it's correct. So now it fits a lot better now. It's not held in place. It moves freely. Yeah, so that's what I did. Yeah, so it moves freely now. It's great. Okay. This is what happens when you buy a Lego clone. I'm sure you don't get that with the real thing. I have now put the front wheel hub into the main build, and just to pick up on the suspension fix, what you have to do, if you see the two arms connecting the wheel to the main frame, the blue pins, we need to change those to the non-friction pins. But if you haven't got it, like me, I've converted the two blue pins to non-friction pins, very similar to what I did for the rear wheels by using the scalpel or the Stanley knife. So yeah, so I've converted it and it looks great. It's now free to move without any resistance. Okay, that's how you fix the suspension issue. Right, this is just an update. This is what you should have before you put the suspension arm in. It should be loose with no friction. Okay, and then once you put the suspension arm in, it should look like this. There you go. Okay, and hopefully that should fix your suspension issue. I am now on step 309 and it's looking good. Just showing you the mechanism. Yeah, everything's working normally. And that's the the wheel, the front wheel turning. Yeah, it's looking great. Okay, this is an update. I am now on bag 5. I just finished bag 4. So this is what you should have. Yeah, and I'm starting on bag 5. Okay, all ready to go. Looking good. This is an update. So bag 5 has been completed, and this is what you should have after bag 5. Okay, I'm pleased to say that it all was pretty good. Had no missing pieces, and everything looks great. So I'm doing bag 6 now. This is where the two pieces come together. It's called the marriage process. Right, I have now finished bag 6, and the two parts can now be joined together. It is called the marriage process, I believe, from what I've read. You need to be careful. You need to make sure that all the components are aligned, as you can see here, against the picture on the manual, to be slotted into here. Yeah, so I'm ready to do that now. Let's see it comes together and hope that's all fine. I have now completed the marriage process, and just to demonstrate the gearbox and the piston engine moving, I have put the wheels on just to show you. I have put it on, is it forward drive? Yeah, forward. And I'm just gonna push it forward so you can see the engine moving. Okay, it moves. Okay, it moves, and then if I put it in the middle position, it doesn't move when you push it forward. If I now change it and push it to the back position, and then I move it, it does move. So yeah. And then these are the gears. Yep. I don't actually know what they actually do, but anyway, it does work. Yep, so what I'm finding is it's not as smooth as the original Lego. This is probably due to the tolerance, but it works. And I've also noticed that if you move the wheels, the two wheels at the front, the two wheels at the back moves. Similarly, if you move the two back wheels, the front wheel moves as well. So yeah, not sure how that works, but it all works. Just want to show you the suspension. All looking good. Hopefully the fix has worked. Here is a tip. when you do the wing at the back, which is step 500 to 510, the black pins, just make sure you select the ones that's not too much friction on them, because otherwise you're going to have difficulty in making this work, which is what I had as well. Once I've selected the black pins with a bit less friction, not too tight, it now works smoothly, as you can see. Okay. Bag 7 completed. I'm on to bag 8, but this is bag 7 and it's starting to take shape. This is bag 8 finished. Just want to show you the progress. Yep. It's an amazing build. I must admit, I am really enjoying this. Now I just want to give you a tip. You see that red piping at the back? Well, when I got it, it wasn't like these other pipes you see here. It was bent in 3 locations, and what I had to do is to boil some water, pour it into a large flat plate and drop in the piping for about 5 seconds, and then pick it up carefully, and then as it cools just straighten it out, and then that should fix the problem. It looks great now. Yeah, it doesn't have any bends or kinks in it at all. Yeah, absolutely wonderful build. Looks great. Bag 9 has finished. The interior chairs are in, and a bit more external panels. It's all taking shape now. So far, no missing pieces, and everything fits well. So it's good. I'm now on bag 10, which is to do with the front bit. So yeah, let's see how that goes. I have finished bag 10, which is mostly the front of the car, the dashboard, the steering wheel, is starting to take shape of the interiors. Bag 11 finished, the doors are in, and also the front of the car, the chassis, if you can call it, is in. It's more rigid. Something to note, the stickers, you can see there, the colour is a bit off, but I'm happy with that. Yep, so show you the front there, inside panel of the door. Yep, it's good. This is bag 12 and 13 completed. The car is finished and it looks absolutely super. Just going to zoom into some details so you can see. Really happy with it. Now, I did do the suspension fix, but if it was the original it may have worked, but on this clone I don't think it worked. So it doesn't, the suspension is not strong enough. So it's up to you whether you want to do the modification, but if I know what I know now, I wouldn't have done the modification because it just doesn't spring back. At the moment what you can see is that it's been propped underneath, which you can't see at the moment. That's why it looks as if it's raised, but if I remove the prop it would drop down. So yeah, with hindsight I probably won't do it, but it may work with the original. What I thought was a fix for the suspension didn't actually work. As you can see, the suspension doesn't spring back up. It should be like this, but when I let go it just drops. The back, however, is better. So if I push it down, yeah. So what I'm going to try and do is, there's another fix, which is to use these cable ties. Apparently you can fix a cable tie to the suspension arm to tighten the springs. So I'm going to give that a try to see whether that will work. Now, this is a Lego knockoff clone, so that's probably why it didn't work. But if you try on the actual Lego, it may have worked. The fix may have worked. So maybe the springs on this set wasn't as strong. So I'll give it a go and see how it goes. Okay, so I have now taken off the suspension arm, and what you need to do is to use a cable tie and fix it to the end of one of the springs, as you can see here. Okay, and I've done the same for the other one. Okay, I've did the fix and it's much better than what it was now. It's, when I lift it up, it stays up, push it down, and it does spring back slightly, but at least it's not touching the rim, so that's good. No, lift it up, there, it doesn't fall back down. Yeah, it works, it's good. Yeah. Show you. That's the pistons moving. Not bad. And if I sorry, I'm just doing it with one hand, it's a bit difficult. If I can find the hole. Oops. Anyway, it does work. You can always use your hand to do that. Just want to show you it does work. No. So this is the pieces I got left after the build. There was no missing pieces. Great. So for the conclusion, would I recommend it? Based on the product that I've received, maybe not as smooth as the bind original, but I did enjoy building it. And it looks fantastic. For the price, I would recommend it. Yes, and if you're like me, patient enough to do it, you're willing to make the mods as you go along, yeah, it was enjoyable. And for the price, absolutely a stealer, I think. Now, in terms of the elastic bands you get with it, I'm not sure how long it will last. If it does break over time, then it may be a problem to replace it, so don't know. You never really know, but based on what I've got and what I've built and what I've experienced, for the price, yes, I would consider another Lego clone, fake, knockoff, whatever you call it, based on this quality. And if I do find one that I do like, yes, I would make another purchase. Yeah, very good. I shall leave the link of the website that I bought this. So yeah, if you like this video, press like, and if you want to see more reviews like this, hit the subscribe button. Thank you.